If you find yourself putting out fires, really focusing on other people's agendas, feeling stressed about your goals, you could be making the three mistakes that I see oftentimes in women when they're creating their goals, which is causing them to not be confident in them. I'm also going to share with you the three solutions that you can implement in order to help you feel more confident with your goals. Check it out in this week's Dynamic Women podcast. When you make goals, it is absolutely critical that you feel confident about being able to achieve them. But the problem often starts in the making of the goals. And so today I'm going to talk about the three problems in making your goals that really are killing your confidence and the three solutions that you can have that's going to help you to get to your goals, reach them, and possibly surpass them. That's the goal for today. And so the first reason why I often see this in clients is they set their goals by being reactive. And so what I mean by that is they kind of look at what's happening in the world and their world, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do this. And oh, I'm going to do this. And so let's say their Facebook group isn't getting a lot of action, or their social media isn't. And so all of a sudden the goal is to do that. Or I have this opportunity come to me where I'm doing presentations and I have to now go make a presentation. And so I'm going to be reactive and create the presentation. The problem is, though, oftentimes when we pursue goals that were made by being reactive, is we're putting out fires. There may be other people's agendas. They weren't a good fit for our business model or for the life that we really want to design. And it could also make us feel very stressed because we're like, okay, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to do that. But it wasn't kind of thought of in a overall, like, what's my big plan here? And so that gets me to number two reason why people are not confident with their goals, because when they set their goals in the first place, they're not looking at it in a way of life design. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm a trained life coach, certified life coach, and we look at designing the whole life. And so if you design the whole life first, then you can fit your goals in. But what often happens is we're making goals because we want to maybe achieve these goals, but it's surface level. It's not getting deeper. It's not going into the wants that we really, really have. And that's because of number three. These goals are created on our own. And hey, I'm all the power to you if you want to make your goals on your own. But the problem with that is it carries with it limiting beliefs. It carries with it, if you can imagine the horses with the blinders on, if you are going into creating your own goals with no outside support, you are maybe being limited in by your limiting beliefs, but also limited in your awareness of what opportunities are there or what possibilities are there. And I just had a conversation with a friend of mine after church today, and she's restarting her business. And I shared with her two product packaging companies that she could maybe switch over to. I also gave her a couple of ideas that she could do when she goes to markets to enhance the number of people that are going to be learning about her products. And she was like, oh, I didn't think about that. I'm so glad we talked. See, those goals were able to be added in because of the communication we had together. And so when you make goals on your own, they're based on reality. They're not based on what you could possibly achieve, especially not what you could achieve as the person you are like 6 months from now, because 6 months from now, you're going to be growing and a new person. So the three things that are causing you to not be confident in your goal is when you set them up. You're being reactive, you're creating goals first rather than your life design, and you're creating goals on your own. So you can probably figure out part of what the solutions are, but I'm going to really break them down for you here. So you want to make sure that instead of being reactive by other people's agendas and things that are coming up for you, that you're proactive in the planning of your future. And so you do that by really thinking about where you want to be and what's the fastest way to be able to get you there. Right? Not just what opportunities have come or what things have people talk to you about or what are you following and seeing other people doing, but actually what are the main goals that are going to help you to reach that future. And you need to do that by number two, first looking at your ideal life and how you want things to be a year from now. That's going to give you that really clear picture. And then having a very clear process that you follow in order to figure out what is it that I want in my life? What are my wants? What are my needs? What are my desires, my deep desires here? That helps you to set the right goals to get you to that picture. And the key thing is have someone else. Third thing, have someone else work with you on this. When you have someone else work with you, they not only can suss out when you have limiting beliefs and expand maybe what you think is possible, but they can bring in new ideas for you that they're seeing, right? Like the Les Brown quote, I see this all the time. You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. So there might be some opportunities that are staring you in the face, but you can't see them for some reason. You might have your blinders on, like the racehorses, or it could be that you just didn't even know that this was possible. One of the things I love to do for my clients is when they say, oh yeah, I want to do this. And I'm like, awesome. Well, when you do that, think about this other piece to kind of tag on, because I love efficiency and productivity and making things easier, especially in like a lean type of business. And so how can you do this one activity, but have it work for you in 3-4 other ways so that you can bring in multiple streams of income, or it's just easier, or you do the work once, but it feeds you, pays you, helps you out 2 to 3 times. And so bringing someone else in who is ahead of you in your business growth or your life growth so that they can share best practices with you is crucial. And so with all that said, the 3 solutions are to be proactive in planning your future, 2, getting that life plan, what's ideal, and 3, bringing someone else in to help you brainstorm and go through a proper process to plan for your life and your goals. So that's going to help to increase your confidence by going through this 3-step process. And this is actually part of the Dynamic Success Accelerator program that I've got coming up very soon that I would love for you to be a part of. I'm going to put the link in so that you can click through, check it out. The key thing here, though, is, people come to me and say, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I should do. I don't know what my goals. I'm not really reaching my goals. This program is for you. This program is going to help you to cut through the fog, to be very clear about where you need to focus. Because when you know exactly what you need to focus on, you can be confident in moving forward. So clarity, confidence, and action are the 3 key things that I focus on with this program. Clarity on where are you spending your time, energy, and money. And then the confidence to be able to step forward into the actions that you need to take. And the third piece is being able to really step into what is it I'm doing and to be able to reach your goals in a faster way. So we're going to cover that through the program and through some masterminds, and I've got some really great bonuses for you. So check it out. I would love to have you be part of this. This is a new program that I'm kicking off, and it's going to be starting really soon. And so I hope that you will go and check it out and be part of the group of people that's going to feel super confident and clear about their goals moving forward.